everyone. I hope you are fine while you are watching this video. If you are sick, I pray that you will be restored in your good health in Jesus' name. So today I will discuss about the topic on week 2. Man was designed as a social being. So in this topic, I will discuss to you about this subtopic objectives describe how man was created as a social being, explain what it means to be a social being, relate effectively to others. They said that no man is an island. So that quote is correct. We can never live isolated and fulfill the purpose why we were born if we isolate ourselves from other human being. That's why each one of us should understand and must learn how to relate to other people because we were born and designed to relate to others. We were born as a social being. We have that nature, we have that ability. So here is that verse that will show us. So I just want to remind everyone, if ever I use a biblical verse, I'm not talking about any religious belief, but I'm introducing a truth. As we all know and discussed in my past lessons and subjects, that the Bible is a manual for our life, not a book for religion. If other religion or Christianity uses that as their basis for their belief, that is the preference of Christianity. But the truth is, the Bible or the manual of life is a manual for every human being, regardless of your religion. So, whenever I use a Bible verse, I'm introducing to you a truth, not a religious belief. So since it is our manual, so that is the basics of what I'm going to teach about our nature. And it is the truth. It means original idea. So if you want to go back to the original idea, who you are, why you were created, you can find it in the manual of life. Okay, and this is the verse. Man was created as a social being. The Lord said, God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. It means every one of us were given the ability to relate to one another. God did not create a man to be all alone. God did not create man to be alone. He created man and woman, male and female. So, man and woman, that is the physical feature and design in order to identify whether you are man and woman, male or female, is your physical body. If you have a womb, you're a woman, and if you have no womb, you're a man. If you have the ability to carry a fetus, then you're a female. If you don't have the ability to carry a fetus, then you are male. And this verse, yung verse kanina na binasa natin, shows that man is not, it says there, it is not good for a man to be all alone. So that's why God created human being as a social being and has given us the ability to relate to one another. So it is inherent. It means you have the ability to interact with other people, and social interaction and relationships are fundamental to human being. So it means that is the evidence that you are not created to be all alone. So we are created to relate to one another. You have the ability to interact with other people, to understand, and you cannot live all alone. You need somebody to help you because each one of us, we have the gift and we have the ability even to have that empathy to other people. Kaya ito yung sinasabi dito sa slide. Man is a social being. We humans are social beings. We share mirror neurons that allow us to match each other's emotions unconsciously and immediately. Mirror neurons means you have the ability to understand and even to feel, to have that empathy. So yun yung sinasabi na mirror neurons na binasa ko kanina dun sa slide. It means you can feel what others feel. Kaya pag nanonood ka ng pelikula or other people are sharing their pain, sometimes pag naiiyak sila, naiiyak ka din. Or nanonood ka ng pelikula na galit, so parang madadala ka din. So ang tawag dyan is mirror neurons. As if what they are feeling ay nararamdaman mo rin because you were born to become a social being. So it means that is inherent, naka-built in. Okay. So if we have the ability to relate to others, how can we relate? So this is these are the three uh, steps you're going to do so that you'll be able to relate to other people. How will you relate to others? First, to relate to others, you must communicate with them. Second, understand their personalities and background. Third, always remember that both of you were created being and was born to fulfill the Creator's purpose. So, what does it mean? It means we have the ability to communicate. You have the ability to communicate through verbal and non-verbal. And second, the understand their personalities and background. It means before you uh, can judge or do not judge other people, in order to know how to communicate with them, you have to know their personalities. As we have learned in our previous subject, Euthenics 2, that people have different personality style, dominance, influence, steadiness, and conscientiousness. So it means if you are dominant, you are strong in your character, but whenever you are given the task, you will do that with all your heart, hindi mo hintuan hanggat di mo nagagawa. Natatapos. And then the I, they are the bubbly, they are those people who are talkative, cheerful, and steadiness, they are a good listener, and conscientiousness, they are organized and systematic. So that's personality. So if you know your personality, the personality or the background, you'll be able to understand them and you'll be able to communicate to them effectively. And the third is always remember that all of us were born with a purpose. So the reason why the Creator put us here on earth is because He has given us the purpose. As we have learned, we were born to dominate in the field of our expertise and dominate that field with biblical values, lifestyle, moral, standard, culture. So that's uh, our reason or the divine purpose or the reason why you exist. So if you understand that all of us were born with a purpose and the Creator has given us that ability, each one of us, God has given us the ability to relate to one another. So first is you have to communicate with other people to understand them, not just look at their non-verbal. Kailangan ay tanungin mo sila, baka mali yung iyong judgment kapag verbal, non-verbal yung tinitignan mo. So sabi mo na kasi mangot siya, baka may problema lang. So you have to ask so that you'll be able to clarify. At yung pangalawa ay understand their background, different personalities. At remember, bawat isa sa atin ay mayroong kanya-kanyang assignment. May kanya-kanya tayong assignment. So each one of us, we have different assignment in life. Okay. So, each one of us, remember, ay may kanya-kanyang assignment sa buhay para hindi natin ma-judge yung bawat isa. Okay, so, before I end with this topic, man was created as a social being. Man was designed as a social being. There are three questions. So, hindi ko ilalagay sa slide, pero tandaan nyo yung tanong na ito. The first question na dapat ay sagutin nyo. First, answer the following questions. So first, number one question, describe man as a social being according to the topic that I have discussed. And then, What does it mean by social being? Ano ibig sabihin yan? According to the lesson that I discussed. And then, as a social being, what will you do to relate to other people? So, I have discussed those answers sa mga tanong na ito. So, balikan mo para malaman mo kung ano yung mga sagot nun. Ulitin ko, first question, describe man as a social being. Second, what does it mean by social being? Third, as a social being, what will you do to relate to others? So, that's all. And God bless everyone.